Vale Skulegela.
Good morning, everyone. Is this still morning? Yes. Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Cydney Marie, and today we will be sharing with you Va le sucule velarma from Masterclass Verte.
Okay, can you all hear her? No. Let's support your sound.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. My name is Cydney Marie, and today we will be sharing with you Va le sucule velarma from Masterclass Verte.
Both you and Eduardo have what we call an aria for two. It is one aria, but you understand what I mean. There's somebody else there in the space, right? In your case, it's Sophie, your little sister, right? You did something that I loved. I don't know if this was intentional, but I want to believe that it was intentional. And I'm sorry I'm leading with this, but I thought it was great. You ran out of breath, but you used it. You made it work. It's like when the chef screws up the dish and they say, we have a deconstructed dessert. Right. You have to make it work. You gotta make it work. I thought you made that work. I loved it. I'm just, don't even tell me, because I'm gonna believe that it was intentional, all right? Very, very good. Some things are really good with different, I loved the articulation on that. I thought it was fantastic. I loved it. C'est creuse. I loved the articulation on that. However, I would like to see that kind of attention on all the words, okay? Very, very good. Same thing in this, final consonants. Let's look at that. I want to look at the final consonants, the beginning consonants and also the final consonants. Folks, unless this is considered cool, which it might be, but like, you're not gonna walk out of the house. Today I've got one earring on because I lost the other one in the car. But you're not gonna walk out of the house and go to an event and have two different shoes on, right? Unless that's the cool thing to do and that's what you mean to do. And what I mean to say by that is that everything has to be finished. The outfit is not gonna be finished until you get your cute shoes on, right? Okay, so by that I mean the final consonants as well. Sometimes we think that we give a lot of energy to the initial consonants, and then if I don't finish my word, you don't know what I said. If I don't finish the end of my words, then you don't understand what I'm saying, right? So I want to say that to all of the singers that are in here. We need the final consonants as well. You're still singing. And all of that, all of it, the beginning, the middle, of the end, has to be on a supported body. And I want to talk about your supported body. Okay, but this is another aria for two. Sophie is right there. She's very, very different, obviously, for Carmen. You are the big sister. You know, I'm starting to do some stage directing now. And one of the things that I think is really important with stage directing is that you've got to look at the actor that is there in that space. I've heard Va les couler mes larmes for 40 years, right? But I've not heard you sing it. And so I was saying to myself, Denyce, just listen to her. Just listen to her sing. And you did something very, very, very different that, it could be you. It could be very interesting. To me, that interpretation was super exasperated. That's what it felt like. I don't know what you felt like, but to me, it felt like a woman spent, and she is a woman spent, but she's also the woman on the verge of a nervous breakdown too, right? She's very much, for those who don't know the story, you know the story. Okay, you know the story. Her mother died when she was, her mother died years ago. She's got 11 brothers and sisters. She's the eldest. She's got to take care of them. She promised her mom on the deathbed that she would marry this guy, Albert, and there's nothing wrong with Albert. He's as lovely and as sweet as they come. Nothing's wrong with him, nothing. Except a family friend comes to town, and Albert can't make it, and he says, why don't you go out with the family friend to the party? Oh my Jesus. She goes out with the family friend. And I don't even have to tell you what happens, right? And her life becomes super complicated. Because you know why? She's always been correct. And she's done everything correctly. And she married this guy, and there's nothing wrong with him. It would be easier if he were a mean old SOB. But he's lovely. Makes it harder. She seriously fell in love with somebody else. And she said to him, okay, look, I'm married. We're going to have to stop all this. Nothing went down. But she said, we're gonna have to see, he's been writing to her, right? And she said to him, go away and come back at Christmas. It's Christmas. That's when this aria happens, it's Christmas. And what happens is, you've been reading those letters incessantly, over and over and over and over again. And you told him to come back at Christmas, and now it's Christmas, so he could come back any moment now, right? The little sister comes through the door, who you are the mother for. Hey, it's Christmas, yay! And you explode. Va, laisse couler mes larmes. You never reacted this way before. They've never seen you angry, and most importantly, they've never seen you cry. When you see your mother cry, that's a different kind of a pain, right? Yeah. That's something real different. So for a little kid, that's scary. So when you say, I saw you react to that, and I appreciate you, and God bless you. Ma chérie, I think, is your apology to Sophie. Va, laisse couler mes larmes! Get out of here! Bad timing. But to look at her face, what we need to see in Va, laisse couler mes larmes, what we need to see on your face is Sophie's face. Do you understand that? I just read your face. I saw your reaction now when we talked about mother. I saw how you reacted, okay? What we need to see is Charlotte's. We need to see the face of the sister on your face. That's why this turns into a lesson. This turns into a teaching moment, because it's scary to see your mom cry, right? So you apologize. And you teach. Elles font du bien, ma chérie. It's okay, it's okay. It's a good thing. Crying is important. Crying is necessary. Crying is healthy, my sweetheart. She could have said anything, but you didn't. You said, ma chérie.
So you're still being a mother in this moment, right? So having said that, in terms of your presentation, in order for you to earn the right to be soft with ma chérie, the explosion needs to be bigger. So that we see that contrast. Otherwise, we don't know why you said that. I felt you were exasperated. I thought it could work. You looked down. I don't know about looking down. Listen, I'm from the school of thought that anything can work. I believe that anything can work if you can sell it, right? It's like selling the deconstructed, right, pumpkin pie. I think that anything can work if you're behind it, right? But I think Va laisse couler mes larmes has got to be out of character. That needs to be a big explosion, okay? Can we see that? You have to decide what that is. Use that music. What is that music? What is it? What do you think it is?
Following the letters.
Okay, let's go with that. Well, you're a brave girl. Look at you. That was very good. Now, where's Sophie? Apologize. Now take care of her. Take care of her. She's scared. She doesn't know what to do. How are you going to respond to that? Diction. 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 Good. Nice shape. Diction. Okay, here you've got an opportunity. And Clotilde, I know you've heard me say this before. You know, they say that when Massenet composed, he did it in ink, which meant it was clear to him what he wanted to do. I talked with about Eduardo, about the piangere in his voice. Massenet writes the piangere, sa résistant en face, le cœur et ça fait, because this is called the air des larmes, the song of tears. So she is crying as the song is happening. And it gives you the opportunity to show Martel et le cœur, triste et là, sa résistance en face. You've got the piangere there. Use them. Child, do not let the sopranos take all the glorious moments. You know, please. This is as close to Puccini as we're gonna get, right? So this is your moment. This is your moment. Le cœur se creuse et ça fait because I can't catch my breath. That is the tears in that, but the trick is not to let your body collapse and still pronounce the words, okay? But when I said in the very beginning, what I loved about what you did is that I gave an instruction and you really did do it. You really did do it. So that shows me that there's somebody here who's alive and awake that you can work with. Okay, let's take it from someplace that feels good for you. Maestro. Sa résistance. What does it mean, sa résistance?
The resistance, it lets go. Oh, well, the rest of it, the resistance, it lets go.
Sa résistance, enfin s'épuise. C'est quoi ça?
It finally, like, releases.
Le cœur se creuse. Se creuse et s'affaiblit.
I'm sorry, I don't remember.
So this is the thing, because the thing is, you know, audience is not gonna know what you're talking, unless you're in front of a bunch of French people, which in our case we could be. But I know they're all not. But that's also the work.
Yes.
You cannot sell it unless it's clear to you. You can't paint the word. We talked with Eduardo, sadus, odor. Even if you don't understand what the word is, you understand the meaning of the word, right? All of that is important. That work has to be done in order to tell that story. Sa résistance. Okay, there's not enough time to talk about that. Sorry, it's not enough time to talk about the portamento. It can be gentler, but let's just try it one more time. Sorry, just don't let your support collapse. Better. I mean, look at that. I'm gonna tell y'all some of my little diva tricks. Don't tell anybody. Il est trop grand. The phrase is building. Il est trop grand. Chant, 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 chant. When you sing that F, and when you get off of it, still pretend that you're singing it energetically, so that you don't let the phrase collapse. If you collapse, we collapse. But you need to build that tension up. Il est trop grand, rien n'est rempli. And still hold it, still energetically. Until. What does it mean? Fragile. 100%. And that's another thing that we talked about with Eduardo, using the word to detester, right? Use the word to help us understand that. But the main thing that I wanted to say is don't let your energy collapse because you got finished singing the high note. You cannot let that drop. Okay, il est trop grand. Il est trop grand. Your body do that, but your energy didn't keep going. Il est trop grand. Same thing again. Il est trop grand. Keep vibrating in your body. Keep it. Because here's what I want to say about this, Cydney. What happens between those two phrases? Il est trop grand, il est rempli.
She realizes that she's about to go back to that moment when she started the aria of frustration and emotion that she was trying to withstand from Sophie singing.
Okay, but what made that happen? What I like is that you have an answer. But something happens between that high note, the pause, and coming back in softer. What do you think happened? Because you could sing another high note, right? Or the song could be over. What happens? These are the questions that you have to ask yourself. You have to ask yourself, because why do you have to ask yourself? Because you have to be able to tell that story in an authentic way that makes us believe it, right? It's all about, this whole thing that we're doing is about telling the truth. It's augmented life. It's an exploration of the, human experience and emotions, right? But it has to be honest. It has to be believable. And you have to do that thinking. You have to understand why you get off of that note and why the next one. And only you know that. I mean, somebody can tell you what to do, but the thing is, in order for it to be believable, it has to be organic from you. Il est trop grand, and then we'll go to the end. Much better. Use the word fragile. Vibrate. Diminuendo. Then you've got an opportunity here. Tout le brise, tout. Take the breath that's there because the final le brise is an important one, right? Two. Wait. Diminuendo, but stay on your supported body. Can we just try that? Tout le brise. Make sure that even everything has to have quality, everything has to have integrity. Make sure that when you sing le, that is vibrating, that is on your body, even though it's a short note. The short note is gonna be connected to somewhere. If you get off the train track, it's usually not the high note. It's usually something that happened before then, right? Tout le brise. Make sure that it still has quality, that still has to vibrate. And the brise has to still be on an open, supported body. Tout. Much stronger performance, much stronger. You've got 2 pages only. And for every audition, we hear this from any mezzo soprano coming through the door because there's 2 pages, but wow, it shows so much. And there's an opportunity to show so much in those 2 pages. Very, very, very good absorption today. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it very much. Thank you.